way most people do the Americana is they'll go this way, and that can work, and that's the way I showed you to do the armbar. But it's way more effective when you go here and lead with the elbow. And the thing you have to remember is anything that's up, like any shelf, that's a shelf right there, that's a shelf. That leaves him open to an Americana. It's one of the reasons why I don't like this defense. This is good if I'm on your back. It's not good for mount, because it lets me come underneath. He's defending against the choke, but his arms are wide open here. You're allowing the person to get way too high. So if we were focused on a defensive posture for you guys, I would have you here. And even here, this is what Coach Frankel does, which is smart, because even here, if he leaves his hands up like that, some people can use that and start to attack your arm. Okay? As soon as he takes away that shelf, I literally have nothing here that I can do with his upper body, so I'm going to go for his neck. And he knows that. He's funneled me into attacking his neck, and then he's going to bridge. Okay? So this is, believe it or not, a much more smarter defensive position than this. But most jiu-jitsu people do this. Okay? So you're here. I'm going to go, in this case, I'm going to go after the top one, and I'm going to lead with my elbow. My elbow, and it's like I'm going to bring my elbow in, and I'm thinking like I'm going to stab the tip of my elbow into Todd's neck and slide it down the side, like this. And I'm just basically falling. Now he's switched arms, so I go after the top arm. Elbow first, and here. As soon as my elbow touches the mat, see my hand? He's going to want to straighten his arm. That's where it catches, and then this one catches. And then I bend my wrists. My wrists are never like this, they're here. Now he's going to want to get this elbow out, so I always focus on tightening up that connection first. I bring my elbows in. And I'm going to show you the finish in a second. We'll work the finish because there's some particular things you have to do with your head and your body weight to finish this well. But let's just get the catch. So he crosses his arms, go up to the top arm, elbow, my wrist is kind of hooked here, then I catch, both arms are bent, tighten it up. My tricep, his tricep is tied up against my bicep, and my other tricep's tied up against his neck. Good, let's talk about the finish here real quick. There are a couple things that people will do to make your life difficult when you go for the Americana. And one of them, so we're here, go ahead and take them out, and then go to the Americana. One of them is just that, right? I just bought myself a couple seconds, not long, right? Only a couple seconds. By transferring my weight into my own arm, right? Because I know that he wants to get his other arm underneath. So when I feel my hand getting pushed down to the mat, he starts to take it. I go with it, and then I just lift my weight up, and I put my weight there to make my elbow heavy. And that makes him work to get that other arm over. And that's going to give me the time I need potentially working on my out. Okay, so that's why as I'm bringing his arm down, my other hand gets underneath his wrist before he can get his arm to the mat. Okay, that's the first thing. I know that that's a possibility. So as this is coming down, this one's already going to be underneath here. So I'm already in that position to catch. Okay? And once I lock it up, I look away. There's a couple reasons for this. If I'm just like this, looking at Todd, and he bridges, and my head hits the mat right here, that's as far as I can hold it, and then I'm going to get rolled. Right? Because I'm going to roll on my neck. Right? If I'm in here, I'm looking away, and he bridges, bridge, I can sprawl on my head fine, and my back and spine is straight because I'm looking away from it. Okay? So just the fact that I'm looking away straightens my back and posture better. It makes it much harder for him. It keeps me from being rounded and rolled. And then if he does bridge, it's not comfortable, but I can sprawl with my head facing the mat and not get rolled over. Okay? So I'm here, I catch, I look away, okay? And this is my position to finish. I focus on keeping everything tight, right? And the last thing I know is he's going to want to try and bump me this direction. So I might drop my weight down. So I'm looking away, everything's here. That makes it a little harder, but if I still feel him go to bridge, I might shout a hook and just do a universal sprawl on this one side. So now my weight's all into his right hip, so it's hard for him to get his elbow back. I'm looking away, my spine is straight, I'm in a good position, and then the finish is very easy. You don't always have to drop your weight. I'm anticipating that he's going to know the most important counter to do from there, but you should be ready to. You do always have to look away. Okay? The final piece of finishing Americana is once you've got everything locked up like this, my wrists are back, right? I don't grab with my thumb, I monkey grip this way. Okay, everything is in tight like that. And now it's not so much about me lifting the elbow up as it is sliding the back of his hand down. So you imagine that his hand is a paintbrush, this is the canvas, and I'm painting the canvas with the back of Dowdy's hand. That's the pressure, because sometimes you can go like this, people can be very flexible. You get their elbow all the way up to their head, they'll still tap. But if I lock his elbow down here, and I just slide the back of his hand down a little bit, there's no flexibility, right? Flexibility here, nothing that way. So when you go to finish, put it on nice and slow always, especially here in the gym, but it's that, not lifting this up. Okay? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for frequent updates because we're updating this every week, and make sure you comment and like and share our videos. We appreciate it, and we definitely try and respond to all the comments. And if you like what we're doing and you like the material, check out SBG University, SBGU, and you're going to see a ton more in much greater depth than what you see here on YouTube. Thank you very much.